I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
And defensive tackle Aaron Donald, when you evaluate him, you're looking for flaws. You can't find any. This guy has the ability to single-handedly take over a game. Wrecks it inside, outside. You can't run it against him. And good luck trying to throw it downfield when he's in the face of the quarterback.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Let's go, D. It's 4th down. It's going to be a long day.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here we go, here we go.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Play fake, Murray. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 26 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun give to Fournette. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They start the drive with Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm going back to you.
From the 16, Murray. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo now. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football, doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing on second down. Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also... And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. To throw is Murray. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, this is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dalvin Cook. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because it really may be one completion.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. This is first and goal from about the 8. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shove, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On first down, it's Cook, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Murray.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This will be fielded at the 17. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now. and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for Falcons. First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Setting up the screen for Cook. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Dalvin Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Garoppolo, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Garoppolo, he's got his man, it's Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go. 180. 55. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Garoppolo. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Again, it's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good job, D. Good job.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Garoppolo. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. This complete to Jones. That throw good for 4. It's second down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, second and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Garoppolo dumps it off to Fournette. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
Check, 59.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. And quickly they get to the line. They run it again with Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? They're going for it. It's Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Now Murray, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Back to throw it. Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Falcons, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. This one fielded at the 5. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard.
Going big, going Miller, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Buddy up is the mic. 47 is the mic. Wild Bill. What? Go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On the run, it's Foster. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He may try and run for this. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. They call that a loss of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down now. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll drop the throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Being chased out left. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. They run again on first down. Cook.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he's he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Murray. And this is Cook with the ground. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Christian Wilkins, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On second down, it's Foster. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try the option on 3rd down. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
47's the mark. 47. Check.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Johnson's got it complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now back to throw. That is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. And some room to roam now. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Murray now to throw. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. On first down, it's Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Murray now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try to get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man, it's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room to run again. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now... It's a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll set up to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And it's a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And he's got room, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll set up a throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Mexico City. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. This will be taken at the 10. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, and it's Pollard again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They run, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. This is Johnson, he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Murray now. Sliding out of the pocket. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Buying the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. It's 3rd and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's Pollard again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game.
Now we're cooking. It's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Dalvin Cook. He's back and coming off a big game a weekend ago, as it'll be the Denver.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. As you get a peek at a man who entered the league in 2012 as a third-round draft pick, Nick Foles.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. Foles. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 12 carries, 57 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmaker and give him the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, the 40, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On second down, it's Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
56, Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He's got his tight end fan, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On 2nd and 9. Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Murray. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now it's blocked. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray. That'll be complete to Cook. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. When we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Here's Murray. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait and enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Got an open man. That's Campbell. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. To throw, it's Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos on. The field ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This is the tight end fan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense. Here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Going for it all. Caught. Touchdown, Denver. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Broncos push further out in front. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Murray now on 1st down. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They run the counter with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Murray going to throw.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Johnson, the intended target.
We go. We ready? 47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll sling that one in there, complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going up top, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Foles looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On the counter, it's Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Again, it's Smith.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Foles. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Aaron Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Murray now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd and inches. Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards of 1st down. On 1st down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On play action, they'll throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down, Murray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Play fake. Murray. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now they'll run it on the toss. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's back to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. It's complete to Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that one Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go defense. Our time. It's our time. What's right?
Again, it's Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the net.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Foles ready to lead this offense. Down by 8. A little over 20 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And Diggs has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Falcons, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week.
See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop, to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My